This is my phone.
No, it's not!
To be honest with you guys, I'm getting tired of happily ever after. It feels like nothing is happening every week. Let's get started. Let's cover this episode. First off, let's start with Gino and Jasmine. After they were calling each other names in the previous episodes, now they are out to Florida for her beauty pageant. And according to Jasmine, Gino needs to be more reassuring. She's gonna be okay even though she's up against professionals, but Jasmine feels like a queen and wants to collect all the crowns that she can.
It seems like you need, I don't know, maybe a necklace or something.
Are you serious?
They fight over a stupid necklace, over bloating and hunger.
You seem really tense.
Don't tell me I'm tense. I know I'm tense. I feel it in my back.
And Gino's being like, oh, are you bloated? Are you gonna get your period? Like, are you hungry? All of this stuff. And everything that Gino is telling her is pissing her off. Now they go over to the rehearsal with all the other beauty girls. And while Jasmine is trying to correct her posture, Gino is trying to demonstrate to her how to do it.
Posture.
It was just funny to me. They start giving them feedback and they told Jasmine that she needs to interact more with the audience. She needs to be more graceful and her smile needs to be a little less fake. While she's doing the walk, Gino was recording everything. So once they step outside, he decides to go full-on manager mode.
What's wrong with it?
Well, that looked a little fake.
And tells her that he recorded some of the girls that he thought had a good posture so she can copy that.
So here's a couple examples, like how she interfaces with the audience and stuff and her posture.
And he had clear criticisms for her, but the entire time Jasmine is looking at him like, keep going, Gino. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Gino's like, look how this girl's walking. Look how she interacts with the audience. And Jasmine tells him that she needs a supportive husband, not criticism right now. Gino's like, well, I'm just trying to give you feedback.
Are you telling me that you are actually doing this to help me and do better? Or you are gonna be using those videos for being masturbated?
I think what bothers me the most is how she talks about her partner, and then the moment that he provides any type of criticism and he does it properly, then she becomes the victim. It's just stupid to me. Like, you said you wanted to get better. Like, you think you're gonna get better if no one tells you how you can improve? And then she says that if she loses or does bad in the competition, it's going to be all his fault. Sure. Now let's go over to Angela and Michael. Angela physically abuses Michael, but she's going to do it again. You know, she's still screaming at him, give me the phone, give me the phone. And Michael's also screaming, you know, but like in a defensive mode, like, you know, that's my phone, give it to me. And then Angela starts telling them once she gets the phone, hey, don't touch my husband, don't touch my husband. But you were just telling them to get the phone for you. Like, oh, just
Stop it. Get some help.
The security man that took the phone away from Michael and gave it to Angela, I was just like, why? Why? I cannot believe that you trashy TLC would allow this, especially when it's clearly Michael's phone. Then Michael starts walking away saying that he's going back home, that he doesn't care at this point, that he's fed up. I mean, we have seen him get abused for years. So of course it's getting old and Michael is getting tired.
Angela always make me feel like I've been acting shady and I'm getting tired of it. There's nothing I'm hiding there.
The very next day, I guess, we changed the location to a nursing home and Michael is now visiting his grandma.
Miss Angela, your son is here to visit you.
That's not my son. Michael, is that you?
It's me, Angie.
Michael, come give me a kiss.
Oh wait, that's Angela. She then tells him that all the miscommunication they had is thanks to him. What about the $8,000? Well, it was Naria. What about the photo of the woman that you guys were making fun of? Well, it wasn't Nines, but it wasn't me either. Well, what about the life insurance? I don't remember what that was. Did I even look that up? Whatever it is that Angela is on at the moment, she needs to be on it all the time, because every answer that Michael is giving her, she's taking it with no hesitation, with no pushback. She's just like, yep, oh, now I understand. Now I get it.
I'm a woman. I don't have balls. I have hormones.
I understand.
Women are different emotionally than men, Michael.
I'm also a woman, and you don't see me going all crazy on my husband when I get upset. She's blaming it on her hormones, like that dictates how you react. Then Michael goes on to explain that he joined the group chat because he feels depressed. She's like, oh my god, really? Why didn't you tell me you were depressed? Have you ever sat down and seen the footage of how you react to the things that Michael tells you? Maybe that's one of the main reasons why he doesn't like sharing things with you, because you're crazy. No wonder Michael's depressed. I would be depressed too if you were screaming at me the way that you do every single time. Like, poor Michael. Moving on to some happiness. Emily is getting ready for the big night and she's going all out. They won't be seeing each other until the ceremony. She's wearing this huge bun in her head, and it does go to question if like the bun's gonna fall while she's shaking them bumps.
As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I like my tea. I like my tea on this filter. Stop.
Kobe is getting ready, and while he's putting his shoes on, he tells his father that he wishes his friends were with him. Dad tells him that he wouldn't like to see Valerie, and here Kobe tells him that he asked his friend not to be here if they couldn't support his marriage.
Et je les ai dit que si vous ne nous supportez pas, je pense que ça sera inutile.
I personally believe that they're going to show up, but the fact that this is even a question is upsetting to me. Those are not friends. Just because a marriage doesn't align with your beliefs doesn't mean it's a bad marriage. If there's one thing I love more than parties, is seeing how every culture celebrates things differently and seeing everyone embrace the traditions that make them special. Besides all the BS and drama that we got, it was beautiful to see Emily get the cup with the palm wine, dance the traditional dances, kneel to her father when he prayed upon them, and just see them wearing the traditional attire. It was just beautiful. Then Kobe's dad does a speech for them, gives them a beautiful blessing, and then it's Valerie's turn. And he has one of the worst speech I have ever heard in my life.
Because of some difficulties and some worries we have been thinking the welfare of our product, bringing up a white lady in Cameroon.
Moving on.
After Manuel made Ashley's death a big deal, and then right after that asked her for $300 on top of the $1,000 he had already asked for, now Ashley is trying to cleanse the entire house and Manuel. I'll give you a tip, Ashley.
Come here.
Get rid of Manuel and then the house will be cleansed. According to Manuel, from where he's from, you give money to your family, no matter if they need it or not. Ashley tells him that she does not trust him because he changed his bank account password, and he says he did it because she has been going into his account and pulling money here and there. What a horrible marriage you two have. So let me get this straight. This is Ashley's money. We give it to Manuel to send to his family. It looks like he didn't send it to his family. And then when Ashley tries to access the money that is hers, then Manuel has a problem with it. The only thing that Ashley wants is to know what the money is being used for. And is that really too much to ask for? Well, I guess it is.
Entonces, tú no vas a ayudarme con eso. Buscaré la manera cómo solucionar esto.
Because Manuel threatens her to go back to Ecuador if she doesn't give him the money he needs. Again, this is just way too much. Later on, we find out that it's gonna be Manuel's birthday the next day. So she goes to pick up the cake, and while she's there, she asks if...
Is there any way we can change some of the verbiage on the cake?
We do require 48-hour notice for anything like that. I'm so sorry.
Of course they can't. You're barely telling them. She starts talking to her sister about what's going on with Manuel, and when she tells her that Manuel threatened to go back to Ecuador, her sister tells her, you need to get it together, and I think you need to find your way around all of his secrets, so why don't you call Jonathan and ask him if he knows anything? So she does. And when they ask Jonathan, he's like, oh, well, I think he's helping his family. And he's probably sending money to baby mama. She's surprised, and so am I, because Manuel has always told Ashley that he doesn't have any contact with her, and it's now turning out to be a lie. Also, I thought Manuel's mom was the one taking care of the kids. Why would he be sending money to the baby mama? That doesn't make sense. Then Ashley decides to dump everything and like she literally goes home fast as hell.
There's something I don't know. So tell me what the I don't know and stop gaslighting me and making it seem like I'm crazy.
She barges into the living room, closes his laptop, and tells him, "This is the only time that I'm going to give you a chance to speak up." Ashley then tells him, you know, a little birdie told me that when we went to New York, you sent money to your ex. Is that true?
La madre de sus hijos. Okay, what the is funny?
Manuel starts like bursting into laugh, like he's genuinely about to pee himself. He's like, "Oh my God, was that birdie Jonathan?" And of course he was. So he calls him up because according to Manuel, he didn't send any money. He didn't even have money. And when they call Jonathan, Manuel tells him that he shouldn't be spreading lies because he didn't even have money. And Jonathan, after asking if he's on speaker, tells Manuel, "You need to tell her the truth." The entire time he's laughing his ass off. Like, the disrespect this man displayed is insane. I wanted to personally jump into the screen and rip him a new one for Ashley. And now let's talk about more shitty behavior. After John called Thais's friend a slut because she was talking a bunch of crap about him, she's now all butthurt and leaves. Thais goes back to the table and asks Patrick if he thinks what he did was right.
I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that she just like said John's a bad person.
And I have to agree with John and Patrick. Maybe the word was a harsh one, but he barely knows Portuguese, and you can't expect nothing to happen to you when you're talking crap. Like, your friend showed zero respect to John, and you're expecting him to be nice to her? Please. She was even accusing Patrick of cheating with zero grounds for it. Thais says that she has been cheated in the past before, and that's why she's worried. Okay, but that's not Patrick though. Like, Thais has never given us any reason to think that he's cheating on her or that he has cheated on her.
Like, some situations I talked to her and she assumed like John's bad influence, and he can be.
And one of the main things that I genuinely dislike about situations like this is when you guys try to blame the friend for your partner's actions. First of all, no one is forcing your partner to do anything. And if your partner does end up cheating on you, you cannot, again, blame their best friend or their brother when no one was forcing their hand. Like,
I didn't do it. That's your friend. Your friend, not me.
But they are my friends.
The Thais tells him that this is why she can't invite him anywhere, because he doesn't know how to behave in public. Like, okay, Thais, he's not a baby, he's not a dog, he's a grown-ass man, and the only reason why he didn't behave properly according to you was because of your friend. So maybe control your friend. Moving on to Sophie and Rob, guys. Jesus.
I think the most healthiest thing right now, because you're both at the brink, is a few days to really work out what you want.
Nope. The best thing is for Sophie to stay home with Rob and fix the relationship if that's what she's trying to do. And if not, then leave him. We are so tired of this. I'm going to bill both of you for my therapy sessions. Now, she's leaving for 4 days to do some soul searching, and Rob feels...
And I don't really believe that she's going to, you know, weigh all the pros and cons on our relationship.
He says that he doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve his wife to keep leaving him every time that things are getting hard. He feels like neither of them have even thought about his side of the story or how he feels. And while Claire and him are having a conversation, he tells Claire that Sophie has always been well taken care of.
No, she hasn't. I remember in LA, she'd ring me and go, "I'm starving. Can you send me some food?" You'd go crazy because she ate one of your cereal bars.
So you're gonna...
And now they are fighting over stupid cereal bars. And it really goes to question if there was not enough food for Sophie to eat. But Rob did say that he didn't have enough time to make breakfast, and not that he didn't have any food at home.
That's the only thing I grab at 7 a.m. before work. I don't wake up early enough to cook myself breakfast.
But as soon as Sophie comes down and she hears what Rob is saying, she starts going after Rob.
This is why I need space, because you're pissed off at something. You're always pissed off, fine.
I'm not even...
And he's trying to explain the situation to her, trying to tell her, you know, your mom brought it up and I'm trying to explain to her, but she's not having it. Rob believes that if they never had dinner with her mom, she wouldn't be leaving, and I agree with him. Because the only reason they got into it was because of Claire's reaction and how she attacked Rob, and then Rob attacked her back. But she disagrees.
Your mom was very upset at me.
The day before, you made me
mom...
cry multiple times in one.
Sophie knows that their issues are deeper than what happened with her mom that night, and she is done listening to him because she won't even allow him to speak.
You need to figure out.
You need to figure out if who I am as a person is somebody you can be with.
I'm sorry, but he is right. This is something she should have done a long time ago. Are you able to love Rob? Are you able to put everything aside? Are you able to forgive him? If the answer is no, then move on. You have your answer, Sophie. And then she walks away. Even though it takes him a second, he does go after her. What she wants him to do is to look at himself in the mirror and make those changes without her telling him what she needs him to do. But he hasn't really done that. One thing is for sure, he needs to be reminded about the changes that he needs to make.
You can think about what you could do to show me that you've changed. And reflect on yourself and really realize and be accountable about the whole thing.
Us as women, we don't like to constantly remind men of what they need to do in life to change. Like, it shouldn't have to be my job to keep reminding you what you need to do constantly. Like, if I already told you once what you need to change and how we can make our relationship better, why do I need to keep reminding you? It makes no sense.
This could be me happy with you, or this could be me with you if you stay the same.
I made a video about a documentary on Ashley Madison a couple days ago. I am very proud of my work and I would love for you guys to check it out. So if you haven't watched it yet, why don't you go ahead and watch it? It's up our alley, cheaters, lies, deceivement, all the that 90 Day Fiancé has. So you can go check it out. Thank you so much guys for being here. Have a great day and see you again next time. Bye.